Hello and welcome to another session of Riding the Bear. My name is Ryan. I'm so glad to be your host today. This show is brought to you by the Skylabs and Vetter ecosystem. And today we're going to take a look at a handful of projects on the CrowdX Calendar, which if you're new to us, welcome. Glad that you're here. The CrowdX Calendar is hands down the best research tool to support you in finding crypto pre-sales, and that is what we are going to cover today. But first, I wanted to go over just a couple stats with you. Pretty cool things going on in the ecosystem. So we're going to take a look at staking real quick. And today, right now, total VSL locked in, we're looking at 12.9 billion, which is 74.13%, which is pretty awesome. You got over 21,000 BNB total value locked, which is pretty awesome. This right here, when I see this number, it's really inspiring for me to see this because it shows the vision of the community. You know, it's awesome to see a group in a community rally together behind a project because what they believe in and the vision they have for the project. And what's also cool is seeing that same community start to rally behind each other and supporting each other, reaching out and starting to build and expand the ecosystem. I mean, what we have created here is phenomenal. We have such a solid and strong foundation to build upon. And now, day in, day out, that's what we're doing. People rolling up their sleeves, lacing up the kicks, and getting in the game and helping to expand the ecosystem. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into the CrowdX calendar. And just if you're watching right now, go ahead and drop a comment just saying hello. I'm just curious who all is watching live. And just go ahead and say hello. So I know we got Crypto Dread, we got PSC 100x. I know they're both here. So who else do we have with us today? And if you're brand new, go ahead and share that as well. I've been fortunate enough to have stumbled across the Vetter ecosystem back in early October, and the last handful of months have been an absolute ride. And it's been incredible growth and a fantastic experience. And so one of the things that I love most about this platform is the crowdsource model. Okay, crowdsource model. And what that is literally people from all different walks of life coming together. All different experience levels coming together, sharing ideas, and talking about what they're finding in the crypto space. And that in of itself is absolutely valuable. I mean, you can't put a price tag on that. To be able to connect, we got Chipped Up, we got Tim. Hey, welcome guys, glad you're here. To be able, we got Shamika and Daryl. What's up, guys? So it's awesome because this model right here is what makes this ecosystem so special. People from all different walks of life coming together, sharing insights and ideas on different projects, what to look out for, what to watch for, new opportunities and things like that. So with that, we're going to jump into the CrowdX calendar. And it's really simple to navigate this calendar. It may look like there's a lot of information here, and there is. But you can filter and sift and sort to support your needs. Meaning you can sift and sort based on the network. Okay, you can sift and sort based on launch pads. You can sift and sort based on category. Okay, it's a gaming project or a rewards token. You can sift and sort based on private sale, pre-sale, fair launches, or IDOs. All of these are options to find projects to get into. Other ways you can sift and sort are by following specific scouts. Meaning when you follow a specific scout, let's just look at this one for example. So this is Hellstrom. He's a great scout in our community. When you click their name, that takes you to the tracker page. And right here you can click follow. So then when you follow Hellstrom, anytime that he posts a project, likes a project, favorites a project, you're going to get a notification. And that's another way that you can utilize this platform. Another thing that you can do is be active in our Telegram community and just asking, hey, is anybody looking at any projects, any upcoming projects, anything you got your eye on, anything you want to take a look at? How do you feel about this project? Those are all the different ways that you can find projects utilizing the platform. Another way, we've been hosting calls like this for the last 6+ months. And every call we go over a handful of projects. And just that in and of itself can give you the skill sets and tools to find these projects, what to look for, and to do your due diligence and things like that. So with that, my goal for today's session is to look at least 4 projects. Okay, that's my goal. Now, if at any point you have a question or any feedback, please drop it in the comment section, and you can contribute to the show that way. So again, my goal and objective today is to try to look at least 4 projects. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show 2 different ways to do this. Number one, we're just going to look at projects that may have been scouted. Okay, a scout, that's someone who goes out, they find the project, they provide some basic information, and that's it. And then we're going to look at a couple projects that have been scouted and vetted by 2 different people. And the reason for that is that's additional eyeballs on the project. Okay, additional perspectives. So in addition to what we're seeing, we have 2 additional perspectives. And so the purpose in doing that is to cover a lot of different content, us to look at a lot of different projects today, ask a lot of good questions, and ultimately give you the opportunity to see, hey, this looks like a pretty good project, or give you the skill set of recognizing what a pretty good project could look like in the future. So with that, we're going to go ahead and look at Gordon Gekko. Okay, so one of the projects that is coming up early is XOPAD. Okay, and we're going to do what we always do. There's a mental checklist that I run through as I look at every project. Number one, the scout. So Gordon Gekko is a great scout in the community. I would say that he is consistent, and he is I would not say high risk. I would say it's moderate risk. Okay, and so one of the things that I would say he's pretty reliable in the projects that he posts, and there's not a lot of randomness or unsure of like, oh my goodness, what's going on here. Okay. Justin says check out JennyCo on the 27th. Okay, Justin, I will definitely do that. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys have any projects you want to take a look at, we'll definitely add that to the queue. Okay, Justin says JennyCo on the 27th. All right, that's next up. Thank you. So Gordon Gekko, I like his style. I like his vibe. So that's the one thing I look at. The second thing I want to look at is the website. Okay, we want to look at the website, and we want to get a feel, an idea for how does the website look. Is it cheap? Is it thrown together? Is it something that all of us could come together? We could go to guru.com or Fiverr and have some type of like website designed really quickly. Is that possible? So right away, there's a different kind of vibe to it. Okay, nothing super out of the ordinary. Seems pretty basic. Doesn't necessarily, this is not good or bad, okay, but it's very clear, clean, crisp. This is a nice little touch to that, okay, but there's nothing that stands out necessarily about this project that says, hey, custom website or anything like that. Nice looking website though. I like the consistency and continuity amongst the colors, so that's cool. Okay, so the next thing I want to look for is a team, and right away I could see that this probably is not going to have team information, which is fine with me. My perspective on the team is either you're doxed or you're not doxed. No in between. So go all in on one or the other. And so I'm totally fine when there's a team that's not doxed. Right here, who is the team? Let's see what this says. Proudly brought to you by the Zodex team. Now, I'm pretty sure that Gordon Gekko brought up this project previously. Zodex. I'm pretty sure that he did. And I'm pretty sure that it actually did really good, and that's why I want to take a look real quick. I think it ended up doing like a 5, 6, maybe 7x. I think it was a really good project, and so this is the beauty of connecting with scouts who know what's going on and have their finger on the pulse, so to speak. And so let me pull up. I just want to look at this real quick, see if I can find what I'm looking for here. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep going then. So I was trying to look at some other notes, and I don't see anything right away. But pretty sure that Zodex was a project that was brought to us previously by Gordon Gekko. It did really good. Let me see if I can find it on his profile actually. So one of the great things is you can go to the tracker page, you can scroll down, and you're going to see projects that were brought by the scout. Okay, and so you just give it some time to load, and right here you can type in Zodex. Okay, here's a project. This was actually brought to us back in March. Okay, this project was brought to us back in March, and like I said, it was scouted by Gordon Gekko. And let's see if we can see how the project did. Okay, yeah, so for the 24-hour time frame, we had a val of a 7.2x. Okay, all-time high of 8.3. For the week, we had a val of a 8.1x and a 9.3x for the week. And then for the 30-day time frame, we had a val of a 5.5x and a... It's pretty excessive. There was a really big peak. Looks like 30, 32, 33x. So pretty awesome. So this is an indication of, hey, a project has had previous success, a team's had previous success, and now they're expanding their ecosystem. Okay, and this is always one of the clues to look for, which can support you in stacking probabilities. It doesn't mean that, if they hit it out of the park once, they're going to hit it out again. But it does support you in stacking probabilities. You know that this is a legit team, a legit community, and now it sounds like they're expanding the ecosystem. Okay? So there's a lot of weight to this so far. Okay? So for this project that we're looking at currently, let me wait for it to load a second, is XOPAD. I think I'm pronouncing that right. XOPAD. And so number one, brought to us by Gordon Gekko. That's a reliable source. Number two, the team has prior success and the project did fantastic. So those are two good things. Okay, so keep that in mind as we're stacking probabilities. Okay, so the next thing we want to look at is, let's go ahead and check out the Telegram. Okay, we have 228 members. Okay, that seems a little small. That's kind of surprising that it's only 228 members. So right off the top of my head, that seems surprising. But it could be, super hardcore, legit, all-in, fanatical fans of this community. Okay, so 228, kind of low numbers. The private sell, now this is kind of early. Okay, so the private sell, actually, no, that shows the private sell was in July. Okay, so it looks like the pre-sell is going to be this week. Let's look back at our notes here. Oh, I had the numbers reversed. My bad. So the private sell is going to be on September 7th. I was reading that as July 9th. So the private sell is going to be on September 7th. Okay, so this is super early. Okay, that's another thing to take into account on this project. This is super early. This is a private sell. Okay, so looks like private sell is going to be tomorrow on the 7th. Pre-sell is going to be on the 19th and launch on the 20th based on the information that Gordon Gekko has provided. We'll dig in some more here to see what's going on. Okay, so 228 members. Let's look at the pin messages. We have 4 pin messages. Okay. First pin message was August 26th, and it looks like the group, looks like they just created this, just for, this launch of the second token. So that's something to keep in mind. We'll dig in deep to see, how this is actually going to play out, what this token actually is going to be utilized for. Is it something that is exclusive to the community? Is there a benefit that new users, new token holders would have this? Is there a benefit to hold the token, or we'll get to the bottom of that here in a moment. Okay, so Telegram is relatively new. It's a new group based on this specific token they're launching. It's a smaller group, not a lot of pin messages, and that's okay. They may be communicating. I didn't mean to do that. They may be communicating pretty heavily in their other Telegram group that we'll just get to look at and see. Let me prove them human. Okay, So XOPAD is part of the XODEX ecosystem as a tier-based launchpad for projects launching on the XODEX network. The public-private sale round will go live on September 7th. Info on how to participate will be released before this time. Pre-sale will be held on September 19th. Okay, so those are the details there. So let's go back to, let's see, doxed. Okay, I'm just looking for information about the team. KYC, okay. Let me go one step back again to find XODEX. They may have more information in that Telegram group than this one. So again, I'm just going back to Gordon Gekko's profile and pulling up the previous project here. And right here you can see the website. Right here you can see the Telegram official group. Okay, so we're going to go to the Telegram group here. Okay, so 8,500 members. Okay. 201 pinned messages. They're still communicating up until the day. So there's a lot of information still going on in the main Telegram group, which is kind of what I was thinking. They just have a special Telegram for the next phase. Let's see if there's anything about this. Okay, so we aren't doxed due to the nature of decentralization and the possible future regulation of alternative coins. This allows us more freedom in terms of what we can accomplish. We are open to KYC in the future if regulation turns out to be favorable for tokens. Please bear in mind we are 100% transparent and will always have been. We are happy to answer any questions. We have, however, had to do rigorous KYC with the central exchange we're listed on. Okay, so you often hear me talk about it doesn't matter to me if a team is doxed or not doxed. And this is the reason why. If a team opts to not be fully doxed, I'm totally fine with that. And this answer is I'm okay with that. I'm totally cool with that. They're saying that based on what they want to do, based on the way things are, they don't want to dox. That's okay with me. That's okay with me. If a team decides to dox, they better go all in. You know, names, links to socials, pictures, bios, previous background, what's your history? I want to know it all. I'm not a fan of anything in between. Okay, so pictures of your cat and giving yourself a special name is not something that I like when I see a team, when I see team information. Okay, so right now I'm cool with that. This project has shown that they have done a good job with the first token, and now they're branching out. It sounds like they're creating a launchpad with XOPAD. So let's take a look back at the website. Okay, bringing the best new projects to the XODEX network. The Launchpad. The Launchpad will have two types of interface. One will be a tiered-based system. Users will receive an allocation for each project pre-sale tokens based on the number of tokens they hold. This allows exclusivity and rewards for users holding the Launchpad tokens. Projects will also receive support in marketing, branding, contract creation, and funding. Projects will have the XODEX seal of approval, further increasing the trust between users and the projects. The second interface will be a fair launch type platform. Any project can publicly launch here for a fee. The fee is used to generate revenue for the XODEX ecosystem and the staking rewards for users. Projects will have the option to KYC to receive a KYC badge, but as we are supporting anonymity, projects can also launch without. Users can use their due diligence if they want to invest. All projects will pair with XODEX coin for their liquidity and have the option to lock their liquidity with the Launchpad for user trust. Okay, how does it work? Project listing. All projects that are listed get approved and vetted by the XOPAD team and get an approval badge. You buy tokens. Investors can take part in the pre-sale by purchasing XOPAD tokens, which grant access to upcoming projects. Allocation. Investors are allocated project pre-sale tokens based on their staked XOPAD token tier pool. XOPAD holders will receive staking rewards whilst in their allocation pool. So it sounds similar to the way Vetter and Skylabs work together. Okay, so it sounds like, a launchpad that is launching two different launchpads, very similar to Skylabs and VSL, using existing community, vetting projects, and things like that. Okay, so next thing I want to look at is there's not a lot going on in the one Telegram group. So let's get a feel for how this Telegram group is going. So it's now 3:20, and let's just see in the last hour we've got 4 messages. Okay, 4 messages here in the last hour, and then let's go back over here. See what's going on in this group. Okay, there's a little bit more activity here, but in the last 50 minutes, we've got maybe 20 messages. Okay, so there's a little bit of activity, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot right now. Okay, let's see if they've done any AMAs or anything. We'll have multiple voice chats. You don't need to be worried. Lots of promotions, great communities. Okay, I'm not sure if when that will necessarily take place, but so that message was yesterday saying they're going to have stuff, but I haven't seen any recordings or anything like that. So let's go back over to this group and see about AMAs. So it looks like they did an AMA on August 19th, so about 3 weeks ago. Looks like they're getting ready to be listed on Bitmart. Okay. So they did do KYC. Let's look at marketing. Okay, here's a roadmap. So we are now in Q3, which there's not much left in Q3. It looks like they have the roadmap separate from XOPAD. So it looks like XOPAD has a roadmap separate from XOPAD, because I don't see anything about XOPAD on here. Okay, so just looking at what we've seen so far, the strengths for this are coming from the perspective of posted by Gordon Gekko, a project that has prior successes, which is always a good thing to watch, a solid community. Let's look at the chart also. Let's see if we can find a chart for this project. Okay, let me look at the contract. See what the chart looks like. And, right off the top of my head, I don't know what pre-sale price is, but from listing price to where they are currently, we're looking at about a 15x, which is pretty juicy. So that's definitely great. So yeah, it definitely looks like they are expanding their ecosystem. And like I said, similar to that of Vetter and Skylabs. So right now, I would just be curious about what the marketing plans are headed into the private sale and headed into the pre-sale. Now here's the benefit. I guess here's something to consider. When we look back and we think about how the Skylabs and Vetter model worked with the private sale, obviously there's not going to be a lot of marketing going on right now. There's not going to be marketing going in for the private sale. And this is the benefit of having someone like Gordon Gekko in the community, because he's in these different pockets of groups of people. So they have insider information. So imagine Imagine if you were outside investor and you were not involved in the private sale for Vetter or not involved in the private sale for Skylabs. Okay, and having to fight for a position for a whitelist, or trying to get lucky at launch. And so here we are finding about the private sale, and it's still pretty early. And so I would just be curious what their marketing plans are like. The fact that they do have 8,500 members in the main group and only 200 and I think it's like 280 members in the other group, 230, 80, whatever, under 300 members in the other group. I don't know. It seems like there's still some stuff to do, but maybe that's their core 300. So I'd be curious to know what the marketing plans are headed into the pre-sale. Like we said, the pre-sale is going to be on the 19th. Yep, pre-sale is going to be on the 19th. So the pre-sale is in about just under 2 weeks away. Private sale is going to be tomorrow. So that's there's time definitely to do a little bit more due diligence and see if this is a good fit for you. But there's some strong stuff, like I said, with the project. Gordon Gekko, the previous success of the team, strong community. It's still up at 15x from listing price. And they're just expanding the ecosystem and building a launch pad. So some cool stuff there. There's some stuff in the gap, and that's what I would get to research for me personally to see if the pros outweigh the cons. So that was XOPAD, and again that was scouted by Gordon Gekko. All right, so the next project we're going to take a look at. Justin threw out JennyCo on the 27th. JennyCo. All right, let's jump into it. So same process that I always go through. Now this is a unknown scout, so unknown meaning, I don't necessarily. It's a lot easier for me to follow named scouts than number scouts. Doesn't mean they haven't posted other projects before. So let's take a look to see what they've got going. This is their first project. Okay, so their first project, and it's unranked. This is gray, so nothing's wrong with that. Just stating the facts here. Okay, so JennyCo. So next thing we want to do is let's look at the website. Let's clear this out so we can start fresh here. JennyCo. Healthcare data could help more people make better choices. Okay. All right, so we have a video right on the homepage. No stacking positives here. Hey, I try to be as neutral as I can. Just stacking, hey, here's a pro, here's a con. It is what it is. We all sift and sort together. Okay, so like, just on that note, anything I say that's positive, don't take it as a deal maker. Anything I say is negative, don't take that as a deal breaker. We're simply just sharing ideas. And I am just one person with a perspective. And so the way I see something, it could be totally different than the way you see something. So first off, hey, thanks for putting it out there, and thanks for bringing the project up. This is a judgment-free zone. So just stating the facts, or stating the observations that I see. So I like seeing a YouTube video there on the front. The reason is because I like to click it and go to YouTube and see how many views the video has gotten. That's what I like to do. So let's go ahead and skip this. Skip it. Okay. So we got 1,052 views. I like that. I like that. Okay, there's a little bit of activity here. Okay. Sometimes we see a video that has 50 views, and I don't know. I don't like that. But at least some people are watching this video. Okay, we got 65 likes, and what also is, this is not heavily botted. If there were like 100 comments that were just random and obscure, I'd be kind of worried about that, but it doesn't look to be heavily botted. Let's see if they have other videos on here. Okay, just the one video, that's okay. All right. Now my first guess is the team's going to be anonymous on this one. I'm just guessing. Um, I'm just taking a guess. I have no idea, but that's my suspicion that the team's going to be anonymous, which is not a problem. Okay, our unique approach, crypto included, AI supported. Personalized products. Users can upload their data in exchange for personalized health and wellness product recommendations from skincare to cannabis synergies. People focused. For the first time ever, users can control their own health data to store, delete, or lease it to businesses wishing to analyze it. Crypto rewards. Users will receive cryptocurrency payments for participating in studies and sharing their data and health outcomes from trying a particular drug or product. Healthcare insights. Users can obtain valuable insights into ways to improve their health, including genetically personalized diet plans, best prescribed pharmaceuticals, and much more. Okay, look at the pitch deck. All right, let's take a look at the pitch deck. Web 1 consume, Web 2 create, Web 3 own. Health data is a $40 billion business, or analyzing health data. Every person on the planet has health data. Could help people make better choices, have better outcomes, get financial compensation from that data. Okay, basically the point is there's a lot of value in your health data, and other industries or companies, institutions, they're making, they're getting the benefits of that. And so this idea is you get the benefits of that data. Okay. The problem with Web 2 and data. Your healthcare data is collected by large institutions like hospitals, clinics, big tech, and insurance companies, then sold to big pharma, tech, consumer product, and many other companies and institutions, and then mined for insights, and mined to gain insight into you and other consumers for development of personalized products. Recent study, IBM 2020, found that 81% of consumers say they have become more concerned about how their data is used online. Look at what happened to Facebook. There's no digital agency for the user to help them own the rights, manage access, or get compensated for their personal data. The solution of Web3, JennyCo. We enable you to participate in the healthcare data marketplace, empower people and businesses, focuses on correcting the imbalances in the healthcare data marketplace by supporting individual ownership of healthcare information with direct compensation. The Web3 world makes the individual user the center point. Okay, so just empowering us with all of our data. Okay, so data buyers create DAO pools and parameters, demographics, lease period, pool size, number of users, rewards in JennyCo tokens for participating, compete against other pools. Data sellers bid to participate in the pools with JennyCo tokens. The more data they share, the more pools they are eligible for, the more lucrative the pools, governed by a DAO vote by holding JennyCo tokens. Key benefits: monetization. Users are rewarded for uploading healthcare data and may choose to earn even more by farming that data. Security and privacy. Individuals securely upload and store their HDM data on the HIPAA-compliant JennyCo blockchain app. Control. Users can choose to delete, store, or farm their data. AI analysis, aggregation, merging, and analysis of personal data to develop real-time insights sent directly to the user. Personalized insights. Individuals receive personalized insights and recommendations from the health data they upload. Nutrition and diet plans, sleep optimization, caffeine metabolism, exercise recommendations. Did the drug work? Did our product add value? Did you change your behavior? And many others. Okay, revenue model. Data purchase fees. For every data purchase, 20% of the fiat is added to the JennyCo treasury. As the build progresses to completion, this slowly reduces to zero. Product service sales. JennyCo sells to users, buyers for fiat. At-home biomarker tests, at-home genetic tests, mobile app monthly subscription fee, telemedicine, and other consults. Buyer services, mining, etc. Okay, well, it's good to have a revenue model. That's a big deal. Patent pending. Team, exemplary and highly qualified founding team with significant experience in healthcare, AI, I don't know what ML is, blockchain, consumer products, cryptocurrency, and corporate alliances. Here's a founder. We got Michael Nova. We got Jenny Diglos. Founder of numerous companies, including genetic testing, Omecare, and the inventor of the majority of its genetic testing. Okay, there's some team information here. So this is what I mean by teams that have experience. As you can see, like these guys and gals, like what I can appreciate about this is we have a picture, we have a name, we have title, we have background, and all of this supports me in understanding who are these people. I mean, obviously, I know that like people can fake this stuff, and that's not the idea of when I like to look for this in a team. Is not, of course, anything can be faked. Okay, but what I'm looking for is, okay, so this guy is the founder. He is JennyCo co-founder, board member, and CEO. What in his background, what in his lifestyle, what in his prior successes or failures has prepared him to be the CEO of this project? And me reading this, I can make a determination like, okay, well, that makes sense. This is not just some knucklehead who's living in his mom's basement who decided to wake up one day and launch a token. You know what I mean? Like, again, this may or may not be real information, but is all we have to work with. So, so I'm looking into it. Okay, I'm looking into it. So, same thing with Jenny. Same thing with Jenny here. Hearing about what she's worked on, hearing about the successes that she's had, and because she's gone through those things, that she has learned something, and that she's bringing value to the project and to their ecosystem. Same thing with Lyndon and Steve. Same thing with Dragon, and U.S. Navy Admiral Bill Owens. That's interesting. Just curious here. Admiral Owens is a former vice chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the second highest ranking military officer in the United States. He is also the chairman of the board of the crypto trading exchange CrowdX. Following his retirement from the military, Owens pursued a distinguished private sector career in technology and telecommunication industry, currently serving as a chairman of the board of directors of CenturyLink and as a chairman of the AEA Investors Asia. Interesting. All right. Yeah, Justin says, thought it was really interesting. Market and crypto use, different from a typical crypto. Absolutely right. Justin, this is way different than the typical crypto. And so my first thought, here's my first thought on this. And just after looking at a lot of projects, I like this kind of stuff personally. And just out of curiosity, if what we've talked about so far, if that has piqued your interest with JennyCo and the idea of data and other companies utilizing your data, but you having control over that and potentially even getting paid for that, if this idea and concept inspires you or has piqued your interest, go ahead and share some type of comment in the chat, just out of curiosity. Okay, so me personally, I like this a lot. Not necessarily the company itself or the individuals, but just like the concept. I like these types of projects. When I see a meme project, it just confuses me because what is it? other than hype and a funny dog, what is the project about? So here's a project that has experience behind it, and a wealth of knowledge and experience, trying to solve a real need in the space and looking to disrupt the space and provide massive value. And so I see stuff like this and I like it. Like my makeup goes towards projects like this. It's easy for me to, get excited about and look into. And so I like projects like this. What I found is it's projects like this. The biggest thing is how long can they last? And this is totally opinionated right here. All the projects that a majority of the projects that I've seen that have real use case, real problem solving, a real business model, all the projects I've seen like that, it's going to take a while for the masses to utilize it, because right now, a majority of the people in the pre-sale crypto space are boneheads. they're looking for the quick pump, and they don't care about this stuff. And this is the type of stuff that's going to revolutionize the industry. These are the disruptors. And so the question is, how long can groups like this last until mature investors can partner with a project like this? And I don't have an answer for that, but I really like it. I really like seeing this type of stuff. So Justin, hey, thank you for bringing that up. Let's go ahead and check out the Telegram group. Let's go ahead and check out the Telegram group now. We kind of did a deep dive on that, but that was good. It was good to get in there and read the pitch deck. Okay, so right now we got 593 members. Okay. And I don't know if I should know who this is. Benjamin Diggles. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that the right way. You guys may know who this is. I don't. Let me just Google that real quick. Let me just see. Okay, so this guy. Okay, maybe this guy is Benjamin Diggles. Benjamin Diggles has been an active participant in web software development and digital design for 20 years, both in practitioner and leadership position. Prides itself on the ability to build, mentor, and inspire teams to collaborate cross-departmentally in order to drive through sustainable strategic results. Okay. There were some videos about him. Maybe this guy's a pretty big deal. Do you guys know what constellation is? This right here says this video is Founder Series Benjamin Diggles, CSO of Constellation. This was uploaded a year ago. I'm not sure what Constellation is. Okay. Well, I definitely want to do some more research on this. The reason I say that is this appears to be someone who is maybe, oh, it's like Cosmos. Okay, thank you. I'm totally out of my element, guys. If you couldn't tell, I'm literally learning and taking it all in on the fly. Okay, so constellation is like Cosmos. Okay. No, I mean this guy is appearing in a lot of different places, which that's cool. And so I guess he is married to, um, oh, pitch deck. Let's go back up here. He's married to. Oh, I passed it. I bet. Oh, right here. His wife is Jenny. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so that's cool. So there's definitely some I guess name and brand recognition there, which is cool. They're definitely doing something in the space, which is great. But someone asked that question: Is Jenny related? Sure is. They're married, so that's cool. Now the first thing that I'm looking at here when I'm in Telegram is oh hey, there's Jenny right there. Just celebrated 11 year wedding anniversary last week. Congratulations, Jenny. So the first thing that I see is there's 594 members here. Okay, 594 members, and so obviously that's not massive. And what we talked about a minute ago, the idea of here's the right way I would frame this project. Going into this project personally, I would get to realize that it may take a while, and this may be a very long-term play. Okay, this may not be a quick in and out, but it's a long-term play. And like Justin was saying, being here early, recognizing what this is and the innovation and what they're really doing, the more I'm learning, it seems like it's the more I'm learning, it seems like it's. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The team is definitely legit. From what I'm seeing, the connections here, the interaction, what's going on, definitely legit. So that's good to know. So the question is, for you, okay, if you're looking for a quick in and out flip, I don't think that I can't say that. Let me say, how do I say this? I think this is a long play, not a short term play. I think that there's a lot of cool stuff that they're doing, but the question is, how long can they last, and how long can you last until it is adopted mainstream? I like the idea. I love everything I've seen so far. I'm gonna keep digging, but that's the frame of mind that I see when I see this project. They are really diving deep into a niche in a space and wanting to create change, and that change may not happen. The change, I believe, is unlikely to happen in the short term, but very likely to happen in the long term. And can they weather the storms to get from point A to point B? Okay, so 594 members. Let's look at the pinned messages. We got 5 pinned messages. First message was April 28th. Okay, we have some decent engagement on this. Okay, yeah, so like people are excited, even though there's not a lot of people in here. There are some people excited. April 28th, which would be I would expect a really long, an older Telegram group. This is not a group that popped up yesterday. I would guess that they've been around for a while simply because they're actually building something. Okay, so we're going all the way back to December of last year. I mean, this is great. This is great. And what's great about this is November of last year. Okay, so like 10 months ago. And this guy is saying bullish on JennyCo. Okay, so like 10 months ago, that's the first message I see. And so yeah, they've been at it for a while. So now my question comes into thing is like, what's their plan to reach people? That's now I'm curious on like what the marketing plans are, because like let's face it, it takes a certain kind of person with a certain kind of mentality. Is that Chuck Norris? Oh no, it's not. Sorry. It takes a certain kind of person with a certain kind of mentality to like this project and believe in this project. And my question is, what are they going to do to find and communicate to those people? This is a hey, I was there early kind of. When I see this project, it was kind of I was there early kind of thing. So that's we did spend a lot of time on this project. We're kind of digging some stuff up, getting some details. I had a lot of questions because I was confused about some stuff, but Justin was there helping me out. But so I do like the project. Like I said, I think it's more of a short term. Would not be the game plan for this. This is a long term play. This is I was there in the beginning. This is a follow this project kind of thing. This is not financial advice. This is follow this project and watch what they do. Like Justin said, finding people like us, in this community, in the Vetter Skylabs community, this ecosystem. But no, thank you, Justin, for bringing this up. This is really cool. This is not something that I had on my radar, and I'm sure that it probably slipped by some other people as well. But this sounds like there's a lot of good stuff on this, and I'm going to do some more digging into this project myself to see if I can connect some more dots and look at what's going on. So Justin, thank you for bringing this to us. All right, so next thing we're going to do, let's look at a project. We got 9 minutes to the top of the hour, but you guys know I always go a little over. So we got time. We got time to find another project here. So let's go ahead and do we click this and it says vetted only. Now we're looking at project have a vetting and a scout. Okay, so 2 people have looked at the project, and I like that when 2 people have looked at the project. So that's great. Oh, Justin, you're new here. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you tuned in. We do these calls 2 days a week, and the whole purpose is to get your questions answered. It's the idea is to share projects that we're looking at and sharing ideas and insights, and this is how we all get better and we all learn. And to your point, you're brand new, but based on your experience, based on your network, your walk of life, and things like that, you were able to find JennyCo, which looks like a pretty solid project. And so that's the beauty of the crowdsource model. We all are bringing something to the table. So whether you are brand new with 0 experience, or you're brand new and you have massive amounts of experience, or anywhere in between, we all can work together to share ideas. So thank you for being here, and thank you for bringing up the project. I really appreciate it. I know a lot of other people on appreciated that as well. So welcome to the community, and thank you for being here. So let's take a look at MetaBlaze token. Okay. Okay, this is scouted by Metaloride. He's a great scout and veteran in our community, and he does a great job. And he vetted this as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the website. Okay. Right away, the site looks... Oh, either my internet's having a hard time or the site's having a hard time. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's really busy. Yeah, the site's having. I don't know if it's my internet or the site, but there are some complications that are happening currently. So I think that I'm not a web guy, design guy, but it looks like they're really swinging for the fence on this website design, and I think there's just a lot of stuff going on here. Videos unavailable. That's not cool. So that I wouldn't say that's a red flag, but this is your main website. On the front page, you have a video that's been removed by the person who uploaded it. Again, it's not a deal maker. This is just a just notice moment, meaning attention to detail. Okay, if this slips through the cracks, what else could slip through the cracks? You know, someone either did or did not do their job. You know, for us to end up here, something has happened. Again, it's not a deal breaker. It's just like if I start seeing a lot of these, it's suspicious. Okay, so we got a team here. Okay, it looks like we got some real names here. Some of them have LinkedIn. Okay, so 4 out of 5 have LinkedIn. These are all core members, so don't really know, who they are, what they're about. So if you want to do a deep dive onto the legitimacy of their LinkedIn, feel free to do that. I'm not going to do it live here right now. But okay, they have pictures, great. They do have socials, great. They do have a first name. They do have their LinkedIn, so you can find the other information about them, which is cool. So the MetaBlaze team is built on honesty and transparency, merging a passion for crypto and industry expertise with a proven track record in finance, software development, marketing, and partnerships. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, one thing I did notice here, let's see, we are in Q3, and Q3 has already started. And so things in Q2 have not been completed yet. So I don't know if that's just a lapse. We got a month left in Q3, so I don't know if they're just behind on updating this, or maybe they postponed some things. Like Justin was saying, the other project, JennyCo, postponed based on market conditions. So maybe that's what this project was doing as well. So we'll take a look at the Telegram to see what's going on there. I saw a date right here. What did I see? Maybe I didn't see a date. Oh, April 20th. Presale is starting on April 20th and ends to be determined. So likely they postponed based on market conditions. So we'll get, we'll hop in Telegram and see what's going on here. Presale offering phase 1. Okay, so they've had 2 presales. Okay. Looks like they're doing phase 2, round 3 is live. They've raised 3 million. The goal is 4. Okay, so they're doing it through their website. Okay, so this is something that you would definitely want to do your due diligence, make sure that everything's good to go, and then if you decide to go with it, you would probably want to use a wallet that is new and not a wallet that holds, for example, your Vetter token or VSL. You'd want it to be a completely new wallet with nothing else in it in case, there are shenanigans, that you're at least protecting yourself in some way. All right, let's take a look at the Telegram. All right, we got 17,000 members. Now, I'm already in this Telegram group. And the name sounds familiar, MetaBlaze, but I'll tell you what, I've looked at hundreds of projects. I've audited thousands of projects, and quite frankly, I can't remember which ones I have or haven't looked at before. But the fact that I'm in the group already, and the last time that I saw a message from this group was June 14th. Maybe we talked about this on the call previously. I really don't know. So it's new to me. It's new to us today. But in the last 2 months, June to July, less than 90 days, 42,000 messages. So they've been quite busy. But we got 17,700 members here in Telegram. Let's compare that to how many members showed up in the vetting. 18,000. So the numbers are down. Okay, so this was actually posted June 19th, and numbers are actually down, which is not a bad thing. With the size of group, eliminating some of the bots or spam or whatever's going on there. So 17.7. We have 206 pinned messages. I like it. I love it. Let's scroll up and see how old the group is. considering I joined this back in June, I would say the group's pretty old. This is probably a pretty established team. Okay. December. So, man, we're on a roll today, guys. We got 2 projects that have been putting in work for months. Okay. MetaBlaze, and then project we talked about before this was JennyCo. So it's always good. I enjoy personally seeing teams, and teams have been hustling for a period of time. I appreciate that. That's something that I enjoy. Now, one of the things I did see on the MetaBlaze's scouting and vetting report, Surtech. Okay, MetaBlaze profile on Surtech website has been updated and marked as complete. Okay, they also have KYC through Surtech and Skynet monitoring. Okay, so you can check out the Surtech link here. Yep, they did a KYC as well. Like I said, 16 findings, 12 resolved, 3 acknowledged, 1 partially resolved. So they spent money. Okay, it's not at one point Surtech was the one all be all, and they make mistakes. This is less about, for me personally, you may have your own feelings about this. For me personally, this is less about a quality audit and more about the fact that they spent a lot of money to get this audit. And so there's funds there. There's money there. Like I said, the website, I think they spent a lot of energy trying to make it look cool. But it's kind of, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'll be honest. There's a lot of stuff going on here. It's kind of busy. And so I feel like on the website they could have done something simple, but they probably spent a lot of money on this as well. Okay, so no complaints here. No complaints here. All right, so let's go back to the Telegram and let's look up. And we got good age. There's vibrant community. So like even today, let's go all the way down to the bottom. So even today, 401. Let's see how many messages in the last hour. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, so we got about like what? Yeah, maybe like 30 messages in the last hour. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty active. Let's see if it's botted. It doesn't look like crazy bot shenanigans. Okay, well, here we go. Never mind. So, June, there was some good project stirs going on. Yeah, hard to tell if these hard to tell if these comments are real or not. Yeah, I mean, this could be like a totally random comment. Here, let's search this. Let's see. His name is Irwan. The project is good for staking. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if we have 17,000 real members here. I think there could be some random shenanigans going on here with some bots, but it is what it is. That's in every group. I didn't mean to do that. Let me get back there. MetaBlaze. Okay. So now what we're looking at is communication. Are people getting their questions? Are people asking questions? Are they getting answers? Um, Launch will take place in November. Okay, so I guess pre-sale is still going on now. Launch is in November. This is a long-term play. Looks like people are confused. When will we be receiving tokens we paid for a month ago? You'll have your purchase tokens airdrop to your personal wallet right before launch. So, man, they've been going a long time. Long time. All right. Next up, hype. I don't know about hype. I would get to watch a little bit more the chat, see what's going on. Um, I would imagine that I don't know. I mean, how long are you going to run a pre-sale? They're raising millions in the pre-sale, not to launch in November. I'm curious what they'd be doing in leading up to November to build up that hype and excitement. And with Skylabs, it's a handful of months for us, but it sounds like this group is going longer than that. Let's see what the marketing plan. See if we got any marketing plan. Marketing plans. Here's some good information. Okay, they just say they have marketing plans that will take place in due time. I'd like to. I guess with all the projects, what are they going to do to reach the real people? Just like with JennyCo specifically, I don't feel. I know we're on MetaBlaze, but JennyCo, I feel like a different type of marketing would get to happen than your traditional crypto marketing. The grab bag, the crypto standard grab bag marketing. PooCoin and DexTools, and I don't know. I think a different type of marketing would get to take place. Some savvy marketing, some savvy partnerships. Really, when I think about JennyCo, I think to market, I think that they should be connecting tribes. I think they should be connecting with groups of tribes, existing tribes. I'm going off script, but so there's a project that majority of the random crypto space is not what are they going to do? So I think having strategic partnerships with established communities. So for example, like Vetter, for example, in Skylabs, in the Vetter ecosystem. Here's a group of thousands of investors and mature investors. And instead of spending money doing marketing the traditional route with influencers and things like that people are just looking for a quick pump, finding pockets and groups of mature investors and partnering with them and creating win-win for both groups, because that's just my thought. That's just my thought on how, if I were to ever do something like that, I would want to connect with groups of people who are already established and create those types of relationships. So anyway, MetaBlaze. Yeah, really curious about the marketing. This is a long, drawn-out process. What did it say on their website? This is phase 2, round 3. How much money are they going to raise? And how long? This is going on forever. It seems like. So let's see what MetaBlaze said. Positives. Core teams docs, KYC with Certec. Certec Skynet 24/7 monitoring enabled. Certec audit. The project is a company first, token second. This will be quite an ambitious project. I believe they have the team behind them to make this project successful. Red flags. Huge amount raised in the pre-sales. 3 different ones. This is what I just brought up. 2 million raised. I'm really worried about a big dump at launch from this. There's no vesting or anti-dump measures in place. Great. We were just talking about that. No AMAs at this point. Let's go ahead and check out AMAs and see what's going on here with AMAs. Did you listen to the AMA? I have not listened to the AMA. Is there an AMA recording? Oh, here's a transcript. Heads up, the transcript of the Twitter Space AML that took place over the weekend will be available for you in the next few days. If you missed out, do recommend taking the time to go through it. Our master storyteller shared valuable information in regards to our ecosystem. Also, if English is not your first language, please drop down languages. Okay. Maybe they have some AMAs tagged here. Or pinned, rather. Let's see. Real quick. Twitter Space. Oh, that's cool. So right here, oh, this is really cool. Right here, they have a Twitter Space that was done. And they have languages: French, German, Italian, Portuguese. I like that. I can appreciate that. I'm just looking for... I would much rather listen to an AMA than read one. Personal preference, of course. Okay. I don't see any right away. That's okay. I can do some more digging. Okay. Next thing, what was it? Oh, what Justin was saying, or MetaBlaze was saying rather. They're about to start the third final phase of the pre-sale scheduled. So far, about 2 million raised. Oh, now it's coming back to me. Pre-sale is contributed using BEP2, not BEP20. Team recommends using Trust Wallet or Binance to contribute. There was a lot of conversations going on. With this project back in June about people trying to contribute. It was BEP2 only. Now it's starting to come back to me slowly. Alright, short summary. I don't like participating in pre-sales where they are hosted from the project website. However, in this case, I understand why. They have a payment process company which is handling the payment coming into the site. The payment process company only accepts a payment in BEP2, not BEP20, which I believe has limited contributions, as that isn't very common these days. On a positive side, because of the hassle of BEP2 pre-sale, I think that will create a bit of buy pressure at launch for those who wish to get into the project with BEP20. You can choose a rewards token of your liking, which is a cool option. He'll be choosing better. This is a fairly ambitious project, and I feel they have a strong team and able to pull it off. There will be a huge selling pressure at launch because of the pre-sale. I'll be watching for a big dump to the pre-sale rate, and at that point we'll enter the project. Yes, I'll be paying the 10% buy tax, but I'm willing to do so to enter using BEP20 at a low price. I'll be watching this project for a longer term hold. There we go. So that is MetaBlaze. Let me get caught up on chat. Justin asked, they might actually be willing to go on Skylabs if it's ready. Yeah, that's actually a really good question, Justin. If you've been in communication with them, it wouldn't be bad to strike up a conversation with them and see what's going on. But like that, those types of projects, I think, would be a really good fit in the ecosystem. I think that'd be a really good fit for sure. And yeah, I'm definitely going to dive deeper into that project as well with JennyCo. So with that, we covered today. We covered MetaBlaze, we covered JennyCo, and let's see if I can think about. Oh yeah, we covered XOPAD. So we covered 3 projects with some utility, great scouts, and great information with these projects. I hope this session was helpful. I hope it provided some information for you to what to look for and what questions to ask. But at the very least, you saw 3 projects with some pretty decent potential. All have different different things going for them. Number one, XOPAD is a launch pad that was launched by a token that had previous success. The next one was JennyCo. Looks like a long-term project where they're actually doing some really good things in the space and with medical information, medical data. And then last project, MetaBlaze. We didn't actually dive deep into enough to understand what was fully going on. But let me read it real quick. MetaBlaze is a registered blockchain-based gaming company designed with a one-of-a-kind synergistic ecosystem. It's a multi-chain deflationary token built on the Binance Smart Chain with upcoming Ethereum blockchain-based version designed to serve as a native currency within the ecosystem. Merges game finance with DeFi to capture the most exciting elements of Web3 technology. The thoughtfully designed ecosystem maximizes usability for gamers, non-gamers, and aids in the development of a strong foundation required to optimize growth and long-term sustainability and maximize value for holders. So that's that. So with that, hey, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for your contribution. A lot of great stuff going on in our ecosystem, and as we just talked about, having the ability to there's projects that JennyCo, for example, could be a prime candidate for our ecosystem, and it's really cool that as a community, whether you're brand new or whether you've been here since the beginning, we can come together and sift and sort through these projects, but also connect those teams to our ecosystem, and everyone wins. So really cool opportunity for all of us. So, hey, I'll end like I always do. Life can be short, so for those you care and love, let them know you care and love them. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. If you felt that this session was helpful and valuable, go ahead and share it in Telegram groups. What your biggest takeaway was, and I look forward to seeing you in Telegram. Until next time, bye for now.